Hello, Cafe. My name is Jackie McNitt Engels. I'm here to present my version of my online class for certification. And so let's just kind of get started with this. The class that I am working on here is Organizational Behavior Business 459. You'll see here my homepage. It is pretty elementary and simple. Right now, what it has on it is very simply the announcements with the welcome letter, and because so far there's not much else for it to contain. So let's take a look over here on the left-hand side to the navigation bar. You'll see that this navigation bar is a little bit different from what you might see with other instructors. In this first section is what I call my foundational section. In the foundational section, I have the home page, which is, of course, where our landing page, where the people come in the door. The second piece that we have in this section is course information. And in the course information section, we have yet another copy um, of the welcome letter that itemizes a lot of the different things that were very important for students to know foundationally before they came into the class, and may be good as a reference tool throughout the class. So that's why I include it here. In addition, there's also the course description and learning objectives. This is exactly the same as what I have in my syllabus, but this gives them another place and kind of an obvious place to look for it. So you'll see the course description, course objectives, and learning outcomes. Okay. The next piece on this foundational area is the instructor area. And in this area, you'll see that there's information about me, my email address, how they can contact me, the information about the Zoom meetings and the Zoom meeting rooms, and a little bit of a bio about who I am and where I hail from. Okay. The next section that we look at here is down in this area below the what I call the foundational area, and this is the actual course navigation area. I do this differently from the way other instructors I know do it. I do not have a learning units section. Instead, what I have chosen to do is to break out the units one by one within the navigation bar, and I do this for a very specific reason. I want the students to have one-click accessibility to all of the units, as opposed to having them click, click, click in order to get to what they actually have to do in a session. I just think it's easier. It's just my preference. The very first piece of this is the discussion board, and I do want to take a visit into the discussion board real quickly because there's a little something I do want to show you there that's kind of unique to this class. In our discussion board, along with each individual class, each individual unit discussion, because there are discussion sections in every single unit. We have an overview area that's called the water cooler. It's more than a Q&A section for between student and instructor. The water cooler is a place where students can ask questions of me, absolutely. They can also frame questions to the group as a whole, or puzzlements, or whatever they want to call them. It's also a place to make announcements. A lot of times in an online class, we don't have the opportunity to kind of get out there and talk to people and to find out what's going on with folks. And the announcement section allows people to say, hey, there's this great event coming up. There's a speaker that's coming on campus. You may want to come on campus for this. Or, hey, I heard about this webinar. You should try it out. Or I read this great article, whatever. But to make those kinds of announcements. And that's what that's for. It's also a place where people can relay successes and great news. If they're just got a promotion at work or tried something in the class and it really worked or whatever. This is a place for those kinds of things as well. So that's our unique little water cooler that adds to our discussion sections. The second place that we're going to take a look at here now is Unit 1. And Unit 1 is the welcome, let's get started. And it is, basic. We start off with an actual video welcome that goes through the water cooler stuff, simply like we just did. It includes the syllabus. and what we do with the syllabus. And this is the syllabus that's included here is one from last term, so it's not unique to the online environment, but it is a good placeholder. There's a section here that tells about what else they will be seeing moving down throughout the this particular Unit 1, which includes support and samples of assignments. So this first piece here is our assignment, is our support area. This is the ACS area for adult and online resources. So this is unique. This is the ACS area that is unique for online students and provides quick access to that. From here on out, we're looking at specific assignments, so different kinds of assignments that people might have, that the students might experience throughout the class. Discussion boards are in every single class. This talks a little bit about the discussion board environment, what we expect, that there's an initial post and 2 follow-ups, and then it also gives the grading rubric so they can see what the general grading rubric is for these discussion boards. Another common type of assignment that happens in each one of these, each one of the units is a concept paper. So this is a short, very short written paper that helps students kind of coalesce what they've heard during the course or seen or read during the course of the particular unit. For me, true, false, and multiple choice questions don't really work for organizational behavior. It doesn't kind of get to the meaning behind things. So I prefer these concept papers that allow students to really deepen their learning of the concepts. The leadership interview is an assignment that is required across the board for ULV for 459, and what this does here is explain the assignment, what is expected, and so forth. And it also gives samples both of leadership interview questions and the feedback that I give with those, as well as a sample paper, and of course the rubric and how I score that. The next piece here is about the final integration paper. It follows the same kind of format that we just saw with the leadership, with a sample and the rubric. The group presentation is something that we work on kind of throughout, from the very beginning, from the time that the students are assigned their groups. This goes in depth into what is expected from the group presentation, and it also then lets them know exactly how it will be graded and what we will do. There is a grading rubric that's here. The other thing that is the case with this is submitted one of 2 ways, either via a live Zoom meeting so that we are sort of face-to-face in a virtual way, or through a video. Not all students will know how to do that, and so we've got a section here on creating a video for your group presentation should people want to do that. Okay, so let's very quickly flip here to the student mode so that we can take a look and I can show you the Unit 8, the sample unit that we've been working on. This unit is on communications, so let's walk through this very quickly. It starts here with an overview of what the unit is about, then the objectives, and finally here in this opening section, the to-do list and what the students will be expected to do as they walk through this particular unit. The first section in each of these units, each of my learning units is divided into sections, is on how we communicate. So this is the basics, and you'll see the beginning here is common to pretty much all of the sections. It starts with a title of what this unit is all about, and then it tells what the learning objective is for that unit. And then followed by that is the content. This particular one has a 1-page format with some interesting information. At least I hope it's interesting. Come up with some pictures to tell a little bit about it. And it ends this first section with a communication exercise that is a video, 3 minutes, 45 seconds. You'll see one of the things that we do here is we do give students the exact length of any videos that we post so that they can see those. The communication exercise is highly interactive. Students need a pencil and paper to complete it, and they do it along with me. It's kind of fun. Hopefully they enjoy it as well. These next two sections have some similarities. I think I'll just go through one of them so that you can see it quickly. These are both the learning module types uh, of sections. They are separated by chapters or a table of content. Chapters, of course, are very brief, very short. Um, let's let's take a look at making meaning clear and persuasive here, and mostly because it does contain a lecture. It is one of the areas that actually does have a lecture in it. This lecture is 13 minutes and 45 seconds, and it is posted here at the very beginning and goes into some very specific things. The summary of the points of the lecture that are listed here. So in case they want to go back and remember what were the cogent points that I was supposed to remember, they don't have to go back and listen to the entire lecture, although I'm sure it's terribly fascinating, but they do have the cogent points there. And then the rest of these end up supporting what was in that particular lecture. Okay. So let's go back here and move forward. And this is at this point in time, then we begin sort of the assessment process of what we've learned. I think the assessment and deeper learning. So this is an opportunity to learn more deeply. This quiz is balancing inquiry and advocacy. It's an opportunity for students to match. There's a inquiry advocacy 2x2 grid. They can match the situation and where it fits in the grid. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but it does make them think a little bit about what they have just learned. And then we go a little bit deeper. And this is the discussion section. And in this discussion section, the prompt includes uh, a, um, uh, a, a short reading that has called the conversation. And the conversation actually has two versions of the same conversation. It's not long, it's easy to read. And what they will see very quickly, it's a conversation between a boss and several employees. And what they will see very quickly is that one conversation works and the other conversation doesn't, even though they are on the same topic and with the same issues in front of them. And so what they are charged to do here is to identify which conversation is better, which conversation is worse, and then what makes each one better. And then comment on what other people have said. And we get some really great back and forth on that particular exercise. The last piece here of this section is assessing communication effectiveness, and this is one of those short papers, the short concept papers. And this focuses on one-way communication, while the conversation piece focused on two-way, this focuses on one-way. And often in organizations, there are situations where one-way communication is the way we have to go. This is a comparison between two recruiting videos, and students have an opportunity to compare and contrast the two videos, and there is the rubric so that they know how they will be graded. So that pretty much covers what I had to cover today. I'm going to exit here out of this student mode, say thank you very much for watching my video, and I look forward to presenting this online.